So this is my new 1983 Toyota Hilux. I just purchased this yesterday, so I figured I'd do a little walk around to kind of show some things, to kind of figure some things out for myself. So we have, starting off at the front, we have this off-road bumper and then a Smitty built 12,000 pound winch that does work. It is a little older, it looks like, but it does work. And then this bumper is also not fully attached. It is in my 2 bolts right there, but I do need to make a little bracket for right behind it to make it more sturdy. Moving back, it is on a rough country 4-inch lift kit and some 34-inch super swampers. You can also tell this has a white paint job. It was previously painted by the old owner. It's a white with a light pearl blue in it. Looks really nice. Moving to the back, we have some Chevy, I think they're 64, 62 rear leaf springs. I think they're out of a 99 Chevy or an 89, something like that. And it has the little drop shackles for the, I think that's what they're called, for the lift. It does have this rear like flatbed on it with a Tractor Supply tool holder thingy in the back, and then it has these Fox 2.0 rear shocks on it, kind of make it ride a little better. Coming around back, it is pretty rust free. I believe it's a down south truck that he brought up. This used to be camo, previous owner said, and he sent me some photos of it and some videos of him doing the paint job. But let's go ahead and get inside. So we're missing some door panels and some carpet. We got this custom wood center console in there. Missing some things, but we'll figure them out as we go. Seat's pretty ripped bad right there. Headliner looks fine. So it's got a RPM gauge, the water temp. I believe that's oil pressure, and then voltage meter. That's the radio. The previous owner also made this, had this metal bezel made. I guess the original one was pretty cracked up and bad. What else? It is a 5-speed manual, or 4-speed I mean, and some of the gears are a little sloppy, like first is a little sloppy and so is reverse, but it's fine for the most part. That we have the fabulous 22R engines. I didn't realize how slow they were until I actually drove it. The first drive I had with it was an hour drive home, and it's slow. I just bought a 1983 Toyota Hilux truck, and this is the first time driving, and I'm actually driving it home. Got my mom in front of me, and this thing is just so funny and cool. Got a 1-hour drive home for its first maiden voyage. I filled it up with a little bit of gas, but hopefully that's enough. I actually don't know how fast we're going. Slow. It barely wanted to go 60, which is pretty crazy. This is actually a switch panel, I believe, for the inside. I have to take a look at it. So I know the fans are wired into this little switch panel right here. I don't know where that goes, but I believe that's what that is. Right there, but I'm not sure. That looks like it might be for the winch or the amp. He does have a aftermarket amplifier and speakers in here. This goes with the center console. So I believe I think it was a 400, 500 watt. Yeah. I don't know what that one under it is. Oh, it says it's a 1500 watt. It's not hooked up right now because he said he blew the fuse for the winch. That gets a little stuck. Just need to press that down like that, and then it stays. What else? What is that? Scar speakers. That looks like to be the same thing up there. Little, what is this? Heavy duty bus bar. Yep, no idea. Oh, this looks like it goes with it. That's his old registration, looks like. Moving to the back, inside of here we have a bunch of parts and stuff. So this looks like it has some of the trim, some of the heat, like HVAC work. The battery is on this nice like off switch, so right now I have it off just so I don't drain it. I don't know how long this battery will last. Mopar, that's nice. So seems like it's a pretty good truck. I think I got a pretty reasonable price for it. It seems to be pretty rust free. The previous owner also did do some plating on the frame. I believe on this side too, you can see. But he said it was really rust free. He just wanted to reinforce it, which I kind of believe him, because even parts like this, they're not rotted through or nothing. So, and you know, the cab looks to be in pretty great shape. So I believe a lot of the drivetrain is stock. But other than that, yeah, this is my 1983 Toyota Hilux. Can't wait to build it up and see what we can do out of it. I actually have no idea if any of the lights work on this thing. Oh, slippery. But it does look like it has some aftermarket, like LED Jeep headlights or something like that. It does have a high auto right now because I'm missing a gasket in there. He did give me them. So I have to put those in at some point. But yeah, it's just a small little engine. Looks like we do have a little bit of an oil leak up on top. I'll have to watch that. Ooh, Edelbrock. Fancy. I believe this is a Edelbrock carburetor too. It's not the stock one. I believe he said he gave me the stock one too in the back, but I'd have to double check. Looks like it has headers on it. I'm not quite sure though. I don't know what they would look like for this. Oh, and it was converted over to a GM 2-pin alternator. So I don't know why yet. I'm guessing it was, you know, more reliable or something, or easier to get parts for that. There's the little master cylinder. The engine. Yeah, it's just a small little 4-cylinder 22R. I don't even think it's 100 horsepower in there. Have to probably plug those so it doesn't keep getting cold air inside. It does have heat, but it's not that great. And it could be because of that holes leading right into the inside, or it could just be crappy heat. I don't know. Like I said, I just got this yesterday. Oh, he does, these are the aftermarket fans. He has a lot of this nice like wire loom, but he didn't cut any of the zip ties, which is kind of funny. I think he did a pretty good job on the build. I just have to, you know, figure some things out. So we'll see. I think I already said the winch does work. Oh, and this is a aluminum radiator out of a later model Hilux. can see the little street sign, air diverter in there. It's pretty cool. He says it doesn't really get hot. It sits at about 190, which, you know, it did stay true for the whole ride home. It's about 190. So, yeah. See where things go with it. We are back with the Toyota Hilux again, and I am determined to figure out what is in here. I know that there's some like trim and then some vent ducting and vent work. I think that might be for the interior. Those look like bump stops or something. Looks like we got a alternator, so I'm gonna pull this all out and see what we got. I'll probably land on the bed right here. We got everything out of the back of the Toyota, and this is what we have. I guess starting over here, looks like we got a driver's side mirror, an extra belt for something. This is, oh, that's sick. That's a badge for somewhere. That might be for the side. I don't know why it's got that cut out of it though. Yeah, that might not be for the side. Looks like just some extra bolts, hardware, wiring harness for something, some like spacers and bushings. And we got some trim, looks like a door seal, some sort of, I'm guessing that's for the underside of it. It's like a skid plate or something. We have the original center console, which is pretty cool because he did put a speaker custom box one in here, so that's pretty cool that we have the original. We have one of the door armrests, which is pretty cool. Looks like that's the second one. Wheel arch, or I think that's a wheel arch, right? Wheel liner. The HVAC work I was talking about, some of the ducting. And then we have, these are the these are the gaskets for the carburetor to make it not have that high idle, which it has right now. So I'll probably have to put those on soon. Got an interior part. This does go for the inside. This looks like the old suspension stuff in a nice kitchen pot. Maybe that's a winch. Yeah, that looks like a winch, like lead thing. That looks like for the old leaf springs. Another interior part. Not sure where that goes. So yeah, this is what's in the back. I'm probably gonna put a lot of this on a shelf somewhere and maybe keep like the belt and and then this box is a new rear view mirror, which is cool because the one on there kind of doesn't really stay right side up. So yeah, that's the goodies that I found in here. And I might actually use these door armrest for when I put some door panels on it. I might do wood, I might do some sort of ABS plastic, but might use those. Those might be cool. So we'll see. Another cool thing I forgot to mention, but this truck is actually wired to run off of 2 batteries if needed. He said that was for the winch, which was a pretty good idea. So it only has one battery in there right now, obviously, but you can see that there's 2 positives going on that one terminal, then the other negative is kind of just sitting there. We are all done sorting through the box. We're gonna leave those parts in there. And inside, I did put the vents in for the heater on this side and this long one right here that goes over and up. And then also, over on the passenger side, there is this door seal. This right here that I went ahead and put in. And then this part on the driver's side, I put that in. That was also sitting in the rear. So, yep, we're all cleaned out, and see the 2 connectors like I was talking about. But that's it.